Hey guys, this is Tyler with Tyler's Dragon Tarot. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate the subscribers, the comments, the likes, all that great stuff. Sorry I haven't really been making videos. Life's been stressful lately. I'm trying, and I just realized it has been a minute since I made my last video. Anyway, so we're going to get into it. This one's going to have all the Zodiac signs, and what I'm going to try to do is get a feel of the situation somehow, like what type of situation it is, what is worrying you, and then what you aren't seeing, and maybe some advice. So I'm going to try to pull those. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'm trying to be consistent. I've just been, honestly, it's been a very stressful time, and I've just, I haven't been able to make a good video, and I'm like, I don't want to put out a bad video. So I appreciate the subscribers who have been sticking around. I know I've lost a few. Anyways, let's get into the reading. One more thing. I don't know, for the subscribers, you probably have noticed it lately, but new reading style, I kind of like to hold the card for a second and see how it feels, and then flip it over and see what I see. So for anyone who's new, that's kind of what I've been doing. But let's get into Aries. So we'll say about $1.50, $1.50, minute 50, whatever. Okay, so Aries, what is your situation? That's funny. I don't even have a card yet, and I just hear what isn't my situation. Like, busy as hell, huh? Too many cards, one at a time. Too many cards, one at a time. So what isn't your situation? Let's see. Well, what are we reading about today? Oh, shit, I feel mad. You mad about something. I feel heated. Like, not surprised with the Aries. And don't take that offensively. I'm Aries, so I know. I feel like some of y'all might have just been like, excuse me, but I'm Aries, so I know, okay? Don't play. Anyway, sassy energy got me being sassy. I don't even know if I need to be sassy, because some Aries can be called out and some are like babies about it. But I ain't gonna lie, I can fall in either category, so. But anyway, back to the reading. I feel heated. Okay, King of Wands here. You ain't getting what you want. You're not getting what you want. And it's just, that's kind of the basis here. You're not getting what you want when you know damn well you deserve what you want. You're not asking for something that's out of reach here. You're not asking for something that's just, you're not asking for something that's just like, what am I trying to say? You're not asking for something that is just so unreasonable that you shouldn't even have the thought in your head. I don't know why I heard this basic human decency. Someone's wronging you. But anyway, let's, alright. I was going to say, what are you worried about? I feel like this middle card, I'm going to stick with that middle card. The other ones want to pop out, they can, but. It's like, all the anger just kind of dissipated, and it's kind of sad, and it's like, scared of being alone, scared of the afterthought. You're scared of the sadness. That's kind of what it feels like. You're angry to cover up the sad, and you're scared to be in touch with that sadness because it makes you vulnerable. 3 of Wands. Yeah. And see, I feel like that's him being like open and confident, but it's just an act. It's just an act. You don't want anyone to know how vulnerable you really are, Aries. You don't want them to know how vulnerable you really are. I feel like this is one, almost like a false confidence, but at the same time, it's like you should be selective about who you let into that vulnerability. I can't speak. You should be selective about who you let in, right? But you don't have to fight everyone. You don't even really have to fight. You just gotta be like, I'm not talking to you about this. Don't forget, you're a king or queen. You're a king or queen, and you deserve to be treated as such. Now, what aren't you seeing? Sadness here, but I feel like it's sadness from someone else. I think you're hurting someone because you're too defensive. I feel like you're hurting someone because you're too defensive. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles here. I just noticed they're not really making eye contact, and even when he's sort of petting the dog, but he's not really giving. Nothing in this card is really giving full attention. So it's almost like you're not receiving someone's full attention, or you're not giving someone your full attention, or now with this card, it's almost frustrating because you want what you can't have. I don't know. You want more. There's impatience on the board here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm trying to say, but there is. Okay, the Four of Cups here. Okay, so kind of makes sense. Like, see, you're kind of hoping these three get filled, and it's like 1, 2, 3, boom. It's kind of how I'm feeling that when you got this one here that you should be focusing on. And, you know, I actually heard this earlier. Focus on the present and really enjoy it, and put your energy into the present. And don't be so focused on the future. Don't be so, what is this? Don't be. It's weird. You know, I think they say Aries live in the moment anyway, but I don't feel that way. I feel like because we have goals and ambitions, we're hard on ourselves to make sure that our present reflects our future. That we want to make sure our future is set up by doing the correct in the present. So I feel like this is saying you need to take some time. You need to relax. See, you want to have 3 cups, but those 3 cups aren't doing anything for you. See, you got 1 cup that's floating in the middle of the air. That cup is worth more than the 3 that are just sitting on the ground. Yet you're focusing so much on quantity instead of quality that you're not seeing what's right in front of you. It's almost like you need to readjust your goals here. Yeah, the 2 of Swords. As I say, readjust your goals. Think about what you actually want. What feels right? What sounds right? What is actually right for you? You need to go within. Meditate. Do you guys meditate? I don't know. I do. But it's like maybe you've been acting so long that it's time to think, to just be in the present. I was gonna say something else, but be in the present just really is hitting on me. Like, don't quit thinking so hard on the future or being hard on yourself because you haven't achieved the goals that you want to achieve, or you're not where you want to be. You need to enjoy the present. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to move on to Taurus. Okay. So Taurus, your situation. Money. I don't know. I honestly saw these were pentacles, but then the money song popping in my head. Something involving money. So we got the Queen of Pentacles here. You know, you're guarding your money. Like, it's funny, like, usually the royalties aren't so protective or anything, but that's how this card feels to me. It's you are protecting your money and your life, or even just your stability, security, something along those lines. And it's like, ain't nobody gonna touch that. Ain't nobody messing with my stuff. All right, ain't nobody messing with my stuff. So let's see here. What are you worried about? What are you worried about? Someone touching your stuff? Someone taking your shit? A thief? Okay, I don't know. I might be being ridiculous because I can be ridiculous. And hopefully, I'm really hoping I am. But I'm not going to lie, a murderer popped in my head, and I'm just like, I really hope you guys aren't dealing with that. But sometimes you just got to say what pops in your head, and it's like, if you're in a situation where you think someone might be murdering you, or someone might murder you, like, you need to take action. Get somewhere safe. Don't, make sure they can't get to you, you know? They can't think of the places off the top of my head, but there are places that help you with that. There are programs that help you with that stuff. Okay, now that I'm off my spiel, you know, just know, safety should be your number one concern. If someone's threatening your life, like, don't take that shit lightly, okay? And the Star, I don't even know. They're threatening your hopes and dreams here. Okay, so they're threatening your peace of mind because she looks so peaceful in this card. She looks so peaceful. They're threatening your peace of mind. That's what you're worried about. You're worried about your peace of mind here because there's a real anxiety over someone taking something from you. Wasting your time. That popped in my head. Maybe they're trying to waste your time. And you can't sleep. Damn, a Taurus that can't eat? You must be real worried. I don't know why that popped in my head, but you can't eat. If you're a Taurus and you can't eat, that must really be messing with you. Now, I ain't trying to call y'all out, but that is what Taurus is known for. And let's be real here. I love having Taurus friends because I'm just like, y'all know where the good food is, okay? But, like, so, you know, any of y'all Taurus know some good food, like, hit me up, let me know. Of course, you know, you might not be in my area, but still. Maybe send me some recipes, I don't know shit. Anyway, let's see. I'm just being silly, sorry. What aren't you seeing? What am I feeling off this card? It's like a weird mix between calmness and a calm anxiety, if that makes any sense. I've felt weird things like this before, and it ended up making sense to the person who I was rating for, so I'm going to say it's like a calm anxiety. It's like you feel calm, yet it's like kicking up in the throat. It's like, it's almost like you can't quite place the anxiety, but it's just starting to kick up. The Magician here. Okay. So with that Magician, you're starting, things are starting to happen and you don't know why they're happening. It's kind of what I'm feeling with that. Weird things are starting to happen and you don't know why they're happening. But with the Magician, it's like you could be manifesting this. You gotta remember, your thoughts can create your universe. So you need to try to think positively. And when you can't think positively all the time, but if you catch yourself thinking negatively, try to spin it into a positive, or try to bring some positivity into it at least. But yeah, I already saw what card this was, but yeah, we got the Devil. So I feel like with this card, the focus, you're gonna have to leave some friends behind. Well, I was gonna say something else, but it's like you have some people in your life that don't want to see you succeed. Like, I just, honestly, I'm not trying to call you the devil or anything. It's just I see you here on top, and like the friends are trying to bring you here. It's like every time you start rising, they try to bring you back down to their level, because you make them feel bad. You make them feel bad for trying to achieve something. You make them feel bad, so they want to bring you back down to their level instead of leveling themselves up. Yeah. Okay, but this Three of Swords here, it's not going to be an easy cut, but you know, the way this is set up, it's like you might almost not, I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's like you won't even feel it at this point, because it's been so bad for so long that it's just like the holes are already there where the swords are trying to stab. So it's just like you're already hurting to the point of this separation isn't going to make it any worse. In fact, that's what's going to allow you to pull those swords out and actually heal. Weird message. Okay, anyway, hopefully that made sense. Let's get to Gemini. 18, we'll say 1830. All right, Gemini. So what's your situation? What's your situation, Gemini? What's your situation? We're going to go with that card. Let's see, what's your situation, Gemini? I think you're going through a breakup. I don't know, but you're trying to find your power again. I'm hearing that Lizzo song that's like, if he don't love you anymore, walk your fine ass out the door. Like, get it, all right? Like, so male or female, I kind of feel like you're going through a breakup here. Knight of Swords. He looks very guarded. Like, he's got his fight face on. He's okay. The sword of the horse looks sad to me, but like the guy is not presenting himself that way. So it's like, I'm just heard boss up, bitch. Okay, like male or female, I don't care. That's the phrase I'm using. Boss up, bitch. Okay, I don't like how the light's shining on my glasses, so y'all getting no glasses, Tyler. So let's see. So boss up. Don't let them see your weakness, and you know, go win that victory. Go win that war. Go win that battle. It's yours. Victory is yours for the taking. All right. So let's see. What are you worried about? I think I'll ever get tired of wearing glasses. Like, my eyes aren't horrible, so I can get away with not wearing them, but I'm supposed to wear them. Okay, we got another angry sign here. So, what are you worried about? Something that makes you angry. Ten of Pentacles. Again, I'm pretty sure Aries had this. So maybe you're dealing with an Aries. Maybe you have Aries in your chart. I feel weird not wearing my glasses in this. I feel like, well, okay. Sorry, you guys saw me take them off, take them back on. That was just for you. So maybe you're dealing with an Aries, because I'm pretty sure this card was in there. And let's see if I get a different vibe off of this, because I don't want to say the exact same thing, but it kind of feels the same. I'm noticing the same things. No, it's a little different. Okay. Something went on behind your back. I kind of see you as the dog there. Loyal and trying to get attention and affection from this old man. And behind your back, he's paying attention to someone else here. Trying to pet something else. You know what I'm saying? So, walk your fine ass out the door, alright? So, anyway, what aren't you seeing? Wait, you're worried about this. You're worried about this. So, this is what you're worried about. That doesn't mean it happened. That means that's what you're worried about. So, what aren't you seeing? I'm glad I caught myself, because we got the Queen of Swords here. Queen of Swords is very honest. So, I heard faithful. I don't know if that's really what it is, but I'm just hearing, have the conversation. Just have a conversation if you're really that worried. Just have it. I mean, what's worse is going to happen? The Empress. I think you're actually dealing with someone who's very nurturing, and I hate to say this, but Gemini, I mean, maybe you just got an anxious mind. I mean, this could be happening behind your back, don't get me wrong, but you might just be having an anxious mind right now, and overthinking and over wondering, like, there's almost like they haven't texted me back in 5 minutes, like, what the fuck they doing, who they fucking, like, and it's like, they just doing the thing, okay? They're not fucking anyone else. Like, calm down. I know people love to be told that, but you know, it's funny. You gotta be dealing with an Aries, or have an Aries in the chart, because you got that too. So have the conversation, because Aries needed to become more vulnerable. So if you're dealing with an Aries, it's just like, it's like they try to present, in their reading, it's like you're trying to present yourself as open and are as confident and nothing bugging you, but you're actually kind of an emotional mess right now. And you need to let someone in on that. You need to let someone in on your sensitivity, on your sensitive ass self. And you need to take that scary step forward, because at least with one person. So maybe, like I said, I'm feeling like this message is for people with Aries and Gemini in their chart, or an Aries and Gemini messing with each other, because it's just like, messing with each other. I didn't mean to say it like that, but it's like somehow involved. Okay. Have a conversation. Anyway, not hard for Gemini, but let's see. I feel like I'm offensive sometimes. I'm sure I'm fine. Whatever. We're going to go to Cancer. Alright, Cancer. How y'all doing? Thank you for being here. Let's see. What's going on with Cancer? Some heart pain here. Heart pain around an Ace of Pentacles. So maybe something seemed too good to be true. Maybe you thought it was going to go all the way. Maybe you lost a job. Maybe you lost a relationship that you thought was really important. Let's see, what are you worried about? Two of Cups. Just hearing, okay, I think what it is you're worried that you guys just aren't a match. You're worried that they're going to offer their cup to someone else. And I mean, if you guys aren't a match and they want to offer their cup to someone else, that just means it wasn't your cup. And your cup wasn't theirs. So, you know, you can be happy by yourself. And if you're not happy in a relationship, you shouldn't be in it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to keep the Queen of Swords. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with them. Be honest with yourself. Possibly even have an honest conversation here about where it is, what's happening. What aren't you seeing? Now I'm getting lovable energy here. 7 of Wands. Okay. Fighting off any other offers. So it's like, it's for you. Okay? Maybe. Okay. You got the 10 of Cups and the Emperor here. Stable. Emotional fulfillment. They're happy where they are. The Emperor. Stable, you know, you might be dealing with an Aries. I think some people also associate the Emperor with Taurus, but myself, I associate it with Aries. But with the Emperor sign there, like they see you. They see you. They know your worth. They know their worth. And they're not going to be with someone that isn't worth their time. So if they're with you, they're with you. You know what I mean? Alright. So I feel like you just kind of need some reassurance. Have this conversation, make yourself feel better, but I don't think they're going anywhere. Okay, I'm going to take a quick pause, get a drink, and I'll be back for Leo. Alright, hey Leo. How y'all doing? I know if I have any Leo followers, y'all have been starving for attention. So, here I am. Sorry. I'm not trying to call y'all out. I just have a lot of Leos in my life, and I'm like, I know. But, so, but y'all know. Y'all know how you are. But, anyway. situation. What situation here? Holding this. There's a sadness here, like running down my back, like chills down your back, like, yeah, sadness, definitely. I almost feel like crying here, just holding this card. You know, I usually don't do reversals, but it kind of makes sense in this situation. The Ace of Cups reversed, so. Okay, actually, I feel like it should be upright. We'll draw more cards, but it's. So this can go one of two ways at this point. We'll draw more cards to get more clarification, but I feel like you're sad because what you thought would be great isn't working, or you thought it would, or you had to leave something behind. Like, with the Ace of Cups, it would probably be some sort of relationship here that you're really upset about. So it could be on the appearance level, or you could have already broken up and you're sad, but okay, hold on. Okay, but what you're worried about, we got the Queen of Cups. And I just feel like they're not giving it to you because it's like, it's on a plate here. It should be on a plate, but they're not putting it down. Oh, that's a ball. It looked like a plate, but it's like they're holding it back. Why are they holding it back from you? Why are they withdrawn from you? What aren't you seeing? Knight of Swords. As a sensitive person, I hate saying this, but it's like, you literally might be being a little sensitive here. I hate saying that because it's like, you have a right to feel the way you feel, but I just mean that in a way of like, maybe you just need to have a conversation here. And because with that Knight of Wands there, they're coming for you. Their intention is on you. They're not trying to play with no one else. It's you. Like, this is almost playful now. And it's just like, oh, you want this cup? Come get it. Not like, oh, you want this cup? You know what I mean? There's a difference. With that Three of Swords, they might be a little withdrawn just because maybe they've just gone through a few heartbreaks and, you know, they're giving this a shot, but maybe they're just, I don't know, maybe not, maybe they're still healing, but I don't know if that's quite what I'm trying to say. Maybe, because, you know, when heartbreaks tend to make you more careful, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. And that could apply to you. Maybe this could be reversed. You could be the one that's a little more withdrawn. Could be both of you. You could be the one that's a little more withdrawn and that doesn't want to get hurt again. I mean, who really wants to get hurt? But there's a lot of love to give. I just feel the heart like like very warm, very on fire, like Knight of Cups here. So one of you has the Knight of Wands, one of you has the Knight of Cups. Neither one of you looking at anyone else. It's very passionate, very emotional, very y'all want each other. Why are you playing? I'm gonna leave on that. Why are you playing? Y'all want each other. Start acting like it. Okay. Now we're going to go to Virgo. Hey, Virgo, let's see what's up with your reading. Oh, I just realized I did that a little soon. Thanks for being here, Virgo. We're going to do your reading. So what's the situation? What is the situation? Well, I'm getting some romantic feelings. Like, my tongue was switching. I don't know if that means anything, but I don't know. I thought it was weird. Two of Swords. How would you get the romantic feelings on the Two of Swords? Maybe you're just having... Maybe you're trying to choose between two people. Maybe you're just... Okay. You're trying not to feel them because the arms are crossed over the heart and your eyes are covered. So it's like... It's almost like you're trying to be logical about it. Like, you don't want to feel them right now for some reason. So what are you worried about? That it's going to be too much. I don't know what that means, but it's going to be too much. The Hermit. Okay. You're going to lose yourself because the Hermit is a Virgo card. You're afraid you're going to lose yourself. Either that or that you've seen this before. Like, it's almost like, okay, I've seen this before. Like, like, are you really giving them a chance? Because people may have similar actions. It doesn't mean it's going to have the same outcome. Doesn't necessarily mean it won't either, but, you know, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but it's just like, sometimes you're part of it. Like, you know, if you say something, you speak up, sometimes it can change, especially if you're just starting something. But if you just let it slide and slide and slide, then it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? And we got the Six of Wands here. What aren't you seeing? The Six of Wands. Which is, it's the same romantic feelings. It's the same devotion. It's the one, they want victory with this. And they're kind of wondering, well, why isn't this working then? Because of anxiety. I feel like I got anxiety running down my back. And with the High Priestess. You know, this usually means something else, but I'm just seeing her face kind of pointed up like that. Like someone's acting like they're too good for the other person. Or like they're not living up to the standards. And as a Virgo, you can be critical. So I'm guessing it's you. You might be coming off to them as, you're not good enough for me. You're not living up to my standards. When all you're trying to do is help them. Because I think that's what Virgo's trying to do whenever they are critical like that. They think they're helping. And I don't mean to say that you can't help someone that way. I'm just saying you guys think you're helping when some people see you as being mean. And it's probably caused a lot of arguments in your life. But, and we got the Six of Pentacles. Well, just here and take a balanced approach here. So, you know, offers them some kindness and love too. I know you see helping as that, but if they need something else and you want to make it work, maybe offer them some kind words, maybe offer them some encouragement, maybe offer them, like, man, you did really well on that, you know? Okay. Anyway, so moving on to Libra. I feel like using a different deck. Alright, so Libra, what's the current situation here? Yeah. Power. Power just popped in my head. The current situation somehow relates to power. 4 Earth. So a 4 is related to stability. Earth, you know, is Earth. Rock hard. Like, I don't know why I'm feeling like saying this, but most stable of the elements. So weird. But it's like, you have a prince that other people see as a frog, and you're like, but it's my prince. You don't have to let them go just because other people don't see them the way you do. And I kind of feel like that's your reading there. Like, you just needed to know that. Like, just because other people don't see them the way you do does not mean you have to let them go. You don't have to impress other people. If you're happy, that's what matters. So, worried about. Obviously, you're worried about other people. Probably people that are close to you that think that something's wrong, and it makes you think that, you know, maybe you're not seeing something. Yeah. The Emperor. You might be dealing with a Aries, but I would like to point out there's another 4. So you could be worried. This looks emotionalist, so you could be worried about there not being emotion in there. You could, although they don't give that face off, their faces don't express it, but her arm is still around the cat, and his, I don't know why I'm calling the cat a he, but the cat is still pawing at her arm. There is still affection there. So what aren't you seeing? Eight of Fires. You aren't seeing the toxicity in others. And I don't know if that relates to this relationship or the people who are trying to make you be like, that's not a prince. But okay. If an Archer of Fire, if a Sagittarius means anything to you, that can mean something. I was going to say you might not be seeing the toxicity in them, but I'm kind of feeling like you should listen to their opinion. Like, ultimately, you should listen to your own, but yeah. And with that 10 of Earth, this is a weird reading, because at one point it's like, because I just said maybe you should listen to the Sagittarius. Maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart in somewhere that's an important placement, and it's just like, listen to yourself. But with this 10 of Earth, it's like, you got too many people spewing negativity at you, and you need to just either get them out of your life or just tell them, like, okay, I don't need your opinion on this. I'm done with that. All right? So, thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And let's go on to Scorpio. I use my dragons for Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio. Thank you for being here. So, your situation. It's like a mix between anger and excitement. So, and we got the 2 of Swords here. But you're holding, instead of holding it by the hilt, you're holding the swords by the Blade. So you're just hurting yourself. And you're trying to decide between, I don't even know if you're trying to decide between two things or if you're just trying to do two things at once, trying to find a balance between two things, but the approach isn't working for you because, like I said, you're holding onto the blade. You're hurting yourself in this approach. Even though they make you happy, you need to hold the hilts at least, or lay them down, you know? So what are you worried about? You're worried you manifested the wrong thing, or that this isn't your true manifestations coming to life. Okay, so what aren't you seeing? Judgment, Ace of Coins, and Strength. You aren't seeing the stagnation in your situation. And I think you're not seeing that you're holding these swords and hurting yourself. You're not seeing that you're not getting anywhere. And that this frustration is it's just awful. You're not seeing that you've been in a cave this whole time, that you need to get out. You're not seeing that you've been in the dark. And you're not seeing that you need to find balance. And you need to be playful. You need to not be so serious and uptight. You know, it's funny. Aries and Scorpio are kind of like two sides of the same coin because we're both ruled by Mars. Aries can be too light, and Scorpio can be too serious. I was going to say too dark, but it's like, really by light, I meant like Aries just trying to have fun and not really taking things serious, and Scorpio can be too serious. You got to find a balance there. Yeah, with that moon, for some reason I was just thinking, oh, well, full moon in Aries, speaking of that, might be affecting you hard this week. Meditation popped up because I was just like doing a full moon meditation might be fun, and then it's like maybe you just need to ground yourself really. Yeah, there's a lot of earthy cards here. You need to ground yourself. You need to meditate, ground yourself, and just try to relax as much as you can, because it feels like you're too high strung right now. You're too anxious over something that's going on in your life that it's just like I feel like you're making it harder on yourself because you're happy in this situation, but you just need to tweak something here. Something about it you just need to tweak. All right. Thank you, guys. So we're going to go on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, what's the situation? We got the Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment, wrapping all up, and yeah, it does feel like emotional fulfillment. So it's like happy and light, and you're just like, ooh, but let's just see. So, what are you worried about? What are you worried about in this situation? The Empress. Creating something too soon? Like, you just shut one door, now you're opening another. Is this actually a balance of... So with the yin yang there, it's like, is that actually what's right for you? Is that a healthy approach, is what you've been wondering? What you aren't seeing? I'm trying to think, what is this feeling? It kind of feels anxious, but... Two of Wands here. Two of Wands and King of Coins. What you aren't seeing is that... I feel like I shouldn't have to tell a Sagittarius this, but no offense. But it's like, what you aren't seeing is you can be happy by yourself. You can give yourself your own independence here. You don't need to be dependent on someone else. That is what you're not seeing. Maybe you just, I mean, you're definitely happy here and creating something. Maybe you're just codependent. I'm not saying break it off. I'm just like, why is that popping up? You feel like you're happy, but you feel like you don't have power. And that doesn't make you happy. Because, and in any relationship, not one person should have all the power. With that Queen of Cups, you both need to give each other your cup, I guess. You should be responsible for filling your own cup first. It's very important to have your own cup first filled. But, if someone else is down, you can help them out. You gotta make sure you're good, though. And just know, there's nothing wrong with being independent in a relationship. Now, I'm not saying go out there and date other people. I'm not saying, if that works for you, that works for you. I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to go do your own thing, do your own thing. You don't have to do everything together. It's kind of how this vibe is going here. Just because you guys are super happy, you don't together. It almost feels like you feel like you have to do everything together. You don't. Okay. Now we're going to go to Capricorn. Capricorns. I wonder how many Capricorns I even get on this. One of the things about Capricorn is they don't really believe in tarot and all that. So it's like, Anyway, what's your situation? I felt anxious for a second, then it's like a deep, calming breath. And it's gone. And we got the Nine of Wands, so pause that. We got the Nine of Wands here. Feels like whatever's blocking you is getting out of the way now. So, what are you worried about? Queen of Swords here. You're worried something's going to take your happiness. You're worried your mouth is going to get you in trouble. Because you're brutally honest. You're a little mouthy. You like to mess with people. What aren't you seeing? The Three of Cups. I feel like this is you being anxious on top, but there's nothing bad being said about it. Like, it's actually just like, he's pretty cool. I don't know, or she. Like, nothing, you're being anxious for no reason, I guess. Because, like I said, that's getting out of your way, so it feels like maybe a conversation just needs to be had. Maybe, I got Gemini in my chart, so it's like, have a conversation. But, the Hanging Dragon here. Take some time and just relax and just, get your shit right, get your shit together. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, it almost feels like stop doing for other people for a second. It's going to be okay. Do for you. Have yourself a spa day or something. And you don't have to literally go to the spa. Just treat yourself in whatever way that resonates with you. Okay. So we're going to go to Aquarius. That was a short reading for Capricorn. Dang. Alright. Aquarius. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. So, what's your situation? I just heard loveless. Let's see. I mean, y'all are the detached sign, right? Do you really care? No. I'm playing. Of course, y'all have hearts too. I'm playing. I'm just feeling a little goofy. Okay, those two both popped out. So unless you're an Aquarius with Capricorn, that probably doesn't mean anything. But if you want to shuffle a little better real quick. Alright. What's up with the Aquarius? Okay. Situation. You are manifesting something that is it's here. Yeah. I was gonna say it's coming, but it's like it's here. It feels like it's here. So let's see. What are you worried about? What are you worried about? What are you worried about? Very well could be a Capricorn in your chart or dealing with, because Capricorn got this, but not at once. Could be a coincidence. You're worried that something's blocking you. That something. Maybe you're just worried that you're as far as you're gonna get, and you can't get any higher. Like it's just not gonna get any better than it is right now. What aren't you seeing? Okay, I immediately went from like sadness all in here to little upliftingness. So we got the strength. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo. Maybe I think it's just saying you're being too uptight right now. You're being too hard on yourself. You're being too strict. You need to have a little fun. Relax. Go out and pick some daisies. I don't know why the hell that popped in my head, but maybe I'll like daisies. I don't know. Take that blindfold out. Don't be so anxious. You're anxious because you're not seeing what you need to see. So just open your eyes. As easy as that is. That could be just needing to have a conversation. That could be releasing some negativity from your life. Here, meditation. Maybe you need to meditate, but Ten of Swords. You need to relax. You're exhausted. He's like, okay, I'm done for a little bit. Like, take some time off. It's time for a vacation from something, someone. Maybe the situation, yeah. What with that Five of Cups swimming away there? Might be a hard decision. Maybe it's time to leave a situation. Maybe it's time to leave a situation. Anything in here? I don't know. I don't like to get that many cards. And the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like that's saying the wheel has stopped turning for you right now. And I feel like you're thinking about your next move too much. So you need to plan and make the next move before this will start turning again, before positive things will start happening again. You need to plan and make the move. All right. Okay. Last but not least, we have, oh my gosh, Pisces. All right, Pisces, what's your situation? Okay, only two popped up. You're trying to decide if you actually love someone or not. So we got the Judgment and the Queen of Cups. I feel like if you have to make that decision, maybe you don't love them. Maybe because Pisces is a sign that loves love. So you're trying to decide how you feel. Now, if it's new, you know, maybe you're just trying to think about, okay, they make me feel this way when they do that, but they make me feel this way when they do that. But if it's been a minute and you're still thinking about it, I don't know. Anyway, let's just keep going. What are you worried about? Worried about too many cards jumping out? Are you a keeper? Yeah. Okay. Worried about feeling happy but getting into the same bullshit you've been in before. It's like that meme says, keep seeing red flags, but red's your favorite color, so, you know. Alright, so, what aren't you seeing? Hopefully something positive. This is kind of... You aren't seeing how exhausted this is making you. But you also aren't seeing equal give and take here. And I mean that in a way of you're not seeing what they're doing for you. It almost feels like you feel like they should be doing X, but they're doing Y. They're doing something for you, but because it's not X, you're not appreciating it. And you got the Ten of Cups if you just saw what they were doing. You got emotional fulfillment if you just saw what they were doing, is really how I felt. I feel this card is saying here, like, you're exhausted, but I feel like it's just because, it's like you're doing it to yourself because you expect, like I said, you expect what I say. I don't know. I'm going to go with what I'm going to say now, so if it doesn't, you know what, I'm going to say something new. You expect O, and you're getting P. When there's nothing wrong with P, and you actually like P. Now, that just sounds kind of funny. Whatever, we're going to keep going with it. Yeah, you like P, Pisces, don't you? There's nothing wrong with O. Or there's nothing wrong with P, you actually kind of like it. But you were expecting O. But just because they're giving you P instead of O doesn't mean they're doing anything wrong. And you even like P, so what's the problem? Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that reading. I appreciate you guys watching, and have a great night.